as I consider, because I did not expect there to be one sub for each day that we have here. I ain't expect nothing. Never have expectations. And the reason why I'm showing the shadow is because sometimes I just don't like looking at my own face. That's just weird to me. I knew. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I thought for fun I'd celebrate this by talking about some of my failed ideas that I didn't decide to put up. It wasn't even that it was not good or nothing, but like I said, I always think instead of posting. Even though I run off of if you're thinking, you're stinking kind of category. Don't get it twisted though. I'm immensely, exceedingly happy about it. It might be coming in choppy though, but that's because I walk everywhere. So I stay in shape though. I'm always on my feet. I'm always moving around. So I thought I'd just, talk about some of the failed ideas that I had that I thought would be cool. Give me a sec here. I would edit, but I don't bother to edit. Like when I do these live things, it's like I said, it's always about chopping it up with people. Different folks, hear about all the different ideas they got. Like recently I did a pretty cool chat with a couple of people. I ain't gonna talk about what we talked about because that's, not how I roll. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you all of that. Just say that we had a good talk. But at the same time, I was sitting in here thinking, why would you come to me for advice? Haven't I made it clear through the course of this relationship that I don't know jack? And rather than sitting up here shooting some video and going crazy with some edits, I thought I'd just, chop it up with everybody. That is if you want to. If not, that's understandable too, because I can barely deal with the sound of my own voice half the time. And the reason why I got it on the ground is because it's what I'm constantly looking at when I'm moving. So it's kind of like it's seeing it through my eyes. But, if anybody was on here, I'd field some questions. We talk about whatever it is you want to chat about, because I'm more of a fan of chopping it up than anything. Like, I still do my silly surveys and I still ask my silly questions, because to me they're not silly. They're stuff that I actually want to know. Like, who's better, Tuxedo Mask and a Moonlight Night? Now, that really only goes for Sailor Moon fans. And a lot of the times people be like, what is he talking about? I don't know. Like for right now, I'm just excited because even though it's subject to change, 365. That's one for each day that we have in the year. Well, I could add in the 0.3 if you want to get technical, but we're not really going into semantics artists, are we? And I'm just cruising around in my normal spots that I talk on. And I thought, how are the people doing? How's everybody going? Everybody okay? Everybody happy? Are they at least figuring it out? I don't know. A lot of this might be coming in choppy. But I still am compelled to ask. Although some of them might be getting dizzy, like there's some Cloverfield type stuff, which I wasn't trying to do. Isn't it found footage? And I try to leave something profound. But so the reason why the 365 means so much to me is not just the fact that it represents a year, and that's why I was so happy when I had 360 subscribers, is because everything exists in a cycle. Like whatever you're into, you might not be, and then you might rekindle with it. But the popularity of a lot of stuff always goes in cycles. There's a lot of different shorts that I'm gonna make. The reason why I like making the shorts so much is I don't care about the money, because there is no monetization that I'm thinking of. I'm just thinking, who's gonna know what I'm talking about? Came up here for like-minded individuals. And the other reason why I'm not showing y'all myself is because honestly, I'm sweating like crazy. Just sweating away. Because it is hot outside. Summer days drifting away, but oh, the summer nights I'll punch somebody when they start saying, sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. No. Swing and a punch. Because it's hot out here and I don't like dripping. I like it cold. But yeah, the only reason why I'm shooting like this is because, like I said, sometimes I don't like looking at me. And it's bleeding hot outside. But even though it's hot, I'm still here talking to you. I'm celebrating the fact that I got 365. That's a year worth of subscribers. I haven't been doing this for a year. I've had a YouTube page for longer than that, but I didn't start taking videos until like sometime last year. So I'm coming up to a year, but this was just for me to handle my psychological problems. But then I started meeting other people, and I started talking to them, and they're talking to me about their things, their fears, what makes them happy. So I thought to myself, awesome. Because when I was younger, that's all I wanted was for somebody to listen. So that's why now I do some listening. Where's that bird going? I don't know. Sometimes I look over there, it's like a horror film at night. Because I don't know what's going to pop out. Be hearing some weird sounds. But yeah, the only reason I'm not showing you is because right now I look melted. And I don't feel like looking all melted on everybody. But I'm here to kick it. I'm going to do at least 30 minutes. Might do 10. It really depends. I mean, I want to keep it sitcom, meaning 30 minutes at a time. Whenever I do these straight up live streams where I'm not gaming. Because of y'all. I want to hear what y'all got to talk about. It don't got to be on here. But remember, if it's too personal, don't be personal. Keep it shallow. Talk about some video games. Let's talk about some cartoons. Let's talk about some movies. I'm eclectic. Let's talk about some music. But only caveat is no negativity. We all dislike a bunch of stuff. We all don't understand a bunch of stuff. But it ain't our job to hate on it. That's all I'm saying. You're probably tired of looking at the ground, but it's a lot more interesting than looking at me sweating out here, constantly wiping the sweat from my brow. Just looking all kinds of like, see right there, there's the shadow. There I am, wiping the sweat from my head. But I'm like really happy about that. I'm really happy that there's some people that get what I'm doing. I mean, everybody got problems. Let's step away. Let's chop it up. And I prefer to talk over video games. And I apologize for my annoying voice, but you know, that's usually how I get down on the communication. And the only reason why I'm standing right here is because it's where my Wi-Fi lies. So at least I'm not getting as bad on my signals. You know, that's all I'm saying. And I just got a message. I got to remember to send a thank you. But how are y'all doing? Is everybody feeling okay out there? I'm sorry, I'm just checking to see if I got any messages. I don't. I do all this from 2 phones. I don't have a computer. It's all Gorilla, baby. I don't know who this other person is, but thank you for hanging out. And I hope that I can get your mind off of whatever it is that you're going through. Because that's all I want to see. I want to see people winning. I want to see people happy. You know, because everybody's in a constant struggle with their head and their heart. Because, yeah, logic and reason are there to be perfect, but you can't stop the way that you feel. You can't stop your feelings. That's just how it goes. And feelings, they're wonderful, but oh Lord, do they suck. Because rationally, you're like, why do I even care about this? But then you're like, screw that, I care about this. And it goes both ways. I mean, so I guess neither is inherently good or bad. It's the effort that is put into it. I don't know. If I'm not making any sense, hello, welcome to my channel. Like, I thought I'd bring this up. A long time ago, somebody said nobody cares about my pathetic YouTube page. And I went, yeah, no, I didn't expect anybody to care about it. So the fact that y'all care, that's more valuable than gold. That means more to me than whatever else anybody trying to sell me on. Because I don't care. I'm not here for thousands and millions upon millions of loyal followers. I'm here for the people that feel like they don't got nobody they can talk to, or that they got somebody that, you know, somewhat shares their feeling. I'm not saying like a friend, but an ear. And I always have to reiterate the point that I'm here as an ear, maybe as an eye if they ask me to turn on the camera. But if nobody asks me to turn on the camera, I don't bother to turn it on. Because from your perspective, you see me up there playing a video game. From my perspective, I'm looking at myself while I'm playing a video game. And I ain't conceited, but I'm always like, you know, any person's their own worst critic. That's just the way it is. You could have a million things going right for you, a billion people telling you that they love you, but you're going to focus on the person that tells you that you suck. That's just the way that it goes. That's the weight of the world. That's the weight of the cycle. Don't allow yourself to get that way. But yeah, also, as per usual, even though I'm talking a bunch of nonsense and going cray-cray, I always take some time to give shout-outs to the people that deserve them. The people that I find that it is, what's the word I'm looking for? Apropos. You know, so there's tons of homies on here. Don McCoy, I got the new homie Bummy the Lost. You know, I got the homie Funtime Kitten doing great things over there. Got Bella the Creator, the OG, always had my back. But yeah, nice 12-minute live stream. I said 30 or 10, but you know, I was only gonna keep it 30 if people actually wanted to talk. But if they don't want to talk, you know, that's cool. I'm not really here to make them. I just wanted to chop it up. Oh, but I'm loving this viewpoint perspective. Yeah, it looks sick. But I was just happy that I made 365. I know it's subject to change and it'll probably go down. While I'm at it, I'm gonna look at this bird here. Oh wait, that's garbage. Yeah, there be all kinds of critters running around here. It's always nuts. Anyways, I just wanted to shout y'all out. I wanted to show some love. Wanted to throw some cool. You know what? Instead of sitcom time, we'll do half sitcom time. You know, like how back in the day you have your cartoons and it'd be like 10 minutes, but it'd be 15 in between. So, like, you'd watch a show and there'd be, you know, this gap. And it was only on like the cartoons mostly, or anything on Nickelodeon. Like you get these commercial breaks, but like you'd have 2 stories per. Like when you were watching Doug or Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, all of the Nicktoons, or any cartoon where they'd have 2 storylines to go through. And you get, you know, your 15 minutes on each. Even though it was 10, you count for commercials, 15. So the least I'm gonna do is get to 15 minutes. But yeah, there are some other shorts I got coming up. And the fun part of that is trying to convey a whole video's worth of thoughts into 15 seconds. They told me I can go for a minute, but when I press the shorts button on here, they give me 15 seconds to roll with. So that's what I do. And I think that that's fun. Ooh, good golly, Miss Molly, I'm sweating out here. I don't know why I keep bringing it up. But, you know, there's people actually sitting on here giving it a view. They're probably thinking that I'm gonna play a video game, and since I'm not playing one, they don't really know what to say. And that's cool, but I'm here to actually just talk to you without the background. Of course, you got the foreground here, me just walking around like crazy, staring at my shadow. But yeah, no, things have been good though. I mean, I started this page because of a massive bout of depression. So I just started getting out all these thoughts so that I wasn't, completely immersed in them, so that they weren't there to take me over, as they say. And now at this point, I can say that, I'm getting to that point of happiness. I mean, I was never on here to make no cash. I wasn't here to create a following. The fact that I got 365 is great. That's awesome. That's a year's worth of people. That means that for every day of the year, somebody bothered to listen to me. If I did have a goal, it'd be 500 so that I don't have to keep making these videos. I could just sit up here and post a lot of my thoughts instead of making the shorts. But I think that a lot of y'all like the shorts. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Y'all like when I avoid swearing. And the way that I avoid swearing is by saying holy or sweet and then some cartoon or some movie from way back in the day. Or sometimes I'll even throw in a video game system that nobody remembers. Like when I found out I had 365, I wanted to go online and be like, Atari Jaguar, how did that happen? Instead of saying holy or oh my God or great, blah, blah, blah's ghost. Yeah. I don't know. And the only reason why I do that is because I know that occasionally youngsters will come on here and check out the page. So I try to keep the language to a minimum. Every now and then, though, I do get caught up. Sorry. Yeah. Either which way, though, there's somebody else here, so I got to keep going. I got to keep going on here and talking. Unless, of course, they send a message. Yeah, they probably won't. It'd be real cool if they did. Just so I'm not, talking to myself like a Looney Loon. But at the same time, I am Looney Tuning. You just gotta keep it like that. But welcome to the live chat. Just you, me. Oh, snap. What's up? How you doing? Divyanshu Sanu. Oh, Sahu. I apologize. You good? Please tell me you're doing good. I mean, we had a cool chat, so I want to know how are you? Hey. Nah, you good today? Like I said, I was only going to operate like under the sitcom minimum. Then I thought I'll do half of that. But, this is me just traipsing around my crib. I'm good. I just made 365 on my subscribers, which, that's to me, that's one for every day of the year. So to me, that means I got one subscriber every day. And to me, that means a lot. And that's all I was just talking about. But also, I'm sweating like crazy outside. I keep forgetting how much I don't like summertime. I don't hate it or nothing, but during the daytime, I'm just like, you can have it. But that's because I retain a lot of heat. And if I remember correctly, it's kind of late where you're at. So the fact that you came up here to chop it up for any moment in time, that makes me exceedingly grateful. And thanks for speaking up. Do you feel better? Oh, the weather out here, completely humid. Well, it's not so much the heat that gets you, it's all the moisture. Mixed in with the heat. How about you? How's it over there? Are the nights at least nice and cool? Or is it just hot all the time like, it can be out here? Oh, yeah, no, we got that out where I'm at too. We call it lottery weather, because even though I'm talking about how hot and sweltering it is right now, out of nowhere a bunch of clouds will form, and then we're just flooding. It's weird. So no, I get where you're coming from. But rain does make for some great movie moments. I mean, how many epic fights took place in an overcast, clouded sky or in the rain? And for some reason, romance movies always have some guy walking in the rain scene or some girl. I don't know, I'm just trying to put a positive spin on it. Yeah, nah, I've only got like 9 minutes left on here. Yeah, I mean, think about the good movies with the epic fights in them. I mean, some of them are in the daytime and all that, but some of the best fight scenes have some rain happening. There's just that sense of danger. The conflict's about to go down. It's tense. Or in the scenes when the love and the girl walks in from the rain to declare herself, or the boy's walking away in the rain and she pulls up on, you know, all of that cheese. I don't care how cheesy it is. I'm a sucker for it. I also, you know, keep the taste widespread. And I know it's late over there, so like I said, once again, thank you for kicking it. Oh, no, I'm just walking around. I'm celebrating the fact that I made 365. So I'm walking in a constant circle, like 360 degrees, but 365 to represent each subscriber in a year. I haven't been on here for a year, but 365, that's a year. Unless you want to say, no, it's actually 365.3, and we get into semantics and yada, yada, who. But I'm just going by the tradition of it. At least the traditional out here. Oh, cool. I'll chop it up with you for those 5 minutes. That's about what I got. I said I was going to do about 30. So, did you at least get some of the stuff that you wanted to get worked out? Like, did you figure out your path a bit? But yeah, no, I'm on here just to be happy. You know, I'm trying to bring a little happiness. Even if it's for the moment, for people to go, what the heck is he talking about? And also, that's my shadow. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, but remember, you ain't gonna figure it all out in a day. As great as it would be to be able to do that, but based on that idea, then lawnmowers would start on the first pull. Your wife would listen to you. Your kids would listen to you. And people wouldn't be irritating. But I'm glad that you got some of that figured out, you know? Just like I tell people, there are actually people out there that'll listen to you. There's always people that'll listen to you. You just don't know it at the time, because when you're going through it, you look at your circle of people, but then sometimes it's people in your circle that you don't know. Like if you're in school, it might be a teacher, it might be a counselor. It could be somebody that you met at some random bus stop. You don't know where it's going to come from. Some of the wisest people I've ever met in my life were in unexpected places. Like a homeless dude I met once taught me a lot. And I also found out he wasn't actually homeless. He just, liked living on the streets. It was weird. But, you never know where it's going to come from. And I definitely don't have the answers. I don't come on here ever to pretend like I have the answers. I watch so many videos of people who have the answers, but it's like not really the answer that works for you. I wish we could blanket it all and be like, this will work for all of you, but it doesn't work that way. Why do I keep saying work? Anyways, Birdie. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, this thing here, this looks like a horror flick for me. Like at night, you don't see nothing because there's never no lights on, and I'm just waiting for something to pop out with an axe and go nutty nut. Here's something that I was always going to talk about on my YouTube shorts, but I never got a chance to. I always get weirded out when people say cliche, like it's a bad thing. When I think of cliches, I think of, well, it's tried and true. It worked. And that's why it's boring. And sometimes when you change up the game, yeah, that makes everybody happy and it's a new innovative idea, but sometimes you're just ultimately mad. Hey, I'm happy in cycles. I'm happy when I'm doing this here. I'm happy when I'm playing my video game and I get to meet interesting people. Am I happy all the time? Heck no. In fact, I've been around happy people that are constantly happy and they're doing something that doesn't make other people happy. I think you're supposed to occasionally have anxiety and issues. And I think that a lot of stuff you want is supposed to come with a bit of a struggle, because if you ain't got to work hard to get it, then is it worth having? I already told you I don't know what I'm talking about, so you can't get me there and be like, hey, you said this. I'll be like, I told you beginning, I don't know what I'm talking about. Exactly. But just because things make you happy don't mean they don't make you mad too. Like, for instance, you love your family. You love your family. That don't mean you like them every day, but you love them. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because I learned that the only things that you can care about are the things that are probably going to aggravate you. Like I said before, it's not what you go through, it's what you get through. If you got a brother or sister, if you do, I bet you love them like crazy. But no one said you had to like them. No, there's nowhere in any religion or any feeling or any context where it said that you love and like somebody. It doesn't work that way. Because the person that loves you is going to drive you crazier. Because when you just like somebody, you're like, whatever. You never got mad at a person that you thought was sort of cool. You just stopped taking their calls when you don't like them no more. That's the way that goes. I believe that was Michael Shea. I'm not sure. I paraphrased it, of course. But in the end, this is what makes me happy. I'm happy chopping it up with you. And I went over my minutes, but tell you what, I'll take off when you take off. That way I can leave with a proper see you later, because I hate goodbye. Goodbye is so permanent. Oh, and FYI, I do a lot of these at late night too. Late night out here, but it might be daytime where you're at. So, you know, check it out if you want. The one thing you're never going to hear me say on this piece is like, comment, and subscribe, because if you like it, then you'll comment, you'll subscribe. The view of what? Oh, right now it's very clear out here. A couple of clouds. Me, I'm sweating like crazy. I give you a shadow shot because I don't want you to be like, oh God, he's greasy. Somebody get that man a squeegee. But also I walk around, I like to keep in shape. Oh, man, people keep showing up. That's crazy. I'm getting likes on this. I don't even know what there's to like. I'm just talking craziness. I'm not making any sense. I should be out there making dollars. Now I sound like Groucho Marx. Anyways. All right, see, I blame y'all. I was just going to do a clean 30 minutes. Get in, get out. But y'all are up here. Y'all keep throwing likes on here. So I got to stay. I got to talk. There's 2 more people on here. I got to hear everybody out. You're talking to me. I'm talking to you. And I'm enjoying it. I blame you because I'm happy right now. Nah, I'm messing around. It is cool, though. I thank you a lot. Because even though I don't really care about getting views or likes or any of that, even though it doesn't matter because I'm not looking for that, it is cool that people are coming to see me rant and rave about God knows what. Who knows? If I get enough people, I'll show you my horrible dance moves. That's not gonna happen. So, you know, forget that. Take that out your head. Don't be doing, don't start none of that. No. It's bad enough that there's a video that exists of me, luckily not online, of me dancing to the Ninja Turtles 2 music. I did do good in Ninja Rap, but and then there's from a Goofy movie. I can do that whole power line, stand out above the crowd and eye to eye. Yeah, I'm weird. That's not happening. It might. I mean, who knows down the line? If a bunch of people, and by that I mean a bunch of people, come on here asking me to do that, then I'll figure out a way to get the camera together and I'll do that whole dance, both of them, the Ninja Rap and the power line from a Goofy movie. I had the moves, but I was so mad that they videotaped me. I mean, I know most people like dancing, it feels good, but for me, I'm just like, I'm kind of aggressive when I dance. I be telling people, make way, it's finna be a fist fight. It all looks clean, but every hit's like, pow! Yeah, see, you get all shadow. Like I said, I just looked at myself for one moment and I was like, yeah, I need a squeegee. But I'm out here because I'm chopping up with y'all. And not only do I get good reception out here, but also it's because there's people up in the crib right now and they won't respect the fact that I'm trying to do a live stream and chop it up. And I play the video games too. And like I said, I face cam on a lot of them. I have it on my description that if they want the cam, ask. Because I don't mind. But most of the time I'm just like, nobody's asking. So I just, I play the game. And I talk. Wait a second. Don't you got something important in the morning? And you up here chopping it up with me? As honored as I am, I ain't finna be the reason that you're messing up. Yeah, people keep popping up, and I gotta acknowledge them. So hello, and then they leave again, and then it's cool. They're still leaving likes on there, and that's still crazy to me because I'm just walking around. Oh no, I got the face cam, but like I said, squeegee low. I literally look like I'm melting right now. I cannot take the heat. Plus, I got a ton of videos where you can see my face. If you're in the mood for horror, then I suggest you check it out. I ain't into scaring folks at this time of night. You're supposed to be going to sleep with good dreams. But I will next time when it ain't all burnt up out here. But I do got face cam though. Don't get it twisted. I'm just doing it like this because, like I said, this is a celebration. I'm happy. And plus, look at that shadow. That's a good shadow. Thumbs up. That's all I'm saying. Keep it simple. All the saying. Yep. Anyways. Hey, I'm glad that you're doing good, though. I'm glad that I can put a smile on your face. Because as crazy as the world is, there's still a lot of beautiful stuff in there, man. It's like awesome out here. It's just so much crap goes down, we forget that. That's why I go out. That's why I live stream. And that's why I don't hang out predominantly on the internet. That's probably why I haven't bought a computer yet. I built one, but I gotta increase the processor speed and get some more RAM on it and yada, yada, yada. And don't ask me how I built one, because I don't even know how I did. Yeah. And I will, I promise. I'll stay hydrated so that I can stay irritating. But yeah, no, like I said, I do a lot of these. I don't really live stream as much. Most of the time you might just catch me do YouTube shorts. And the YouTube shorts are just different subjects I like to talk about. Cartoons, movies, obscure films that most people probably haven't seen. Weird music that's old as heck. And me getting into some other stuff. What up, Code Rap Star? How you doing? There's more people. It's cool, but I was like, all right. I said, nobody's not gonna look at this, so I'll do like a clean 15, 20 minutes. And then one homie came on, then got another homie on here. I'm good. I'm just chopping it up. I'm celebrating 365. And I'm showing the road because it is so hot out here, I'm melting. Even the Wicked Witch will look at me and be like, damn, no, that's not cool. Like I was made of wax or something. Like I was telling this other dude, I might need a squeegee. But, yeah, I'm from America. I'm from the States. What about you? Yeah, it's weird. I'm walking around doing cardio while I'm talking. Always praying for them. Always trying to get people's minds off of everything, no matter how crazy everything's going. But that's one of the reasons I love doing this too. Because it's the only way I can chop it up with people from all around the world. Sorry about my aggravating voice. Can't help that. Jeez, the sun is just beaming on me. I should be in some shade, but no. All the good receptions got to be closer to the Crilly. Hey, I'm just filming. I'm filming, broadcasting, I don't know. I can't believe I've been on here for 41 minutes. Now I got to make it to at least 45, so at least it's 3 shows. I wish you the same. And I wish that all this gets resolved. Because everybody deserves happiness and everybody deserves to be loved in this world. Because what we keep forgetting is that there's more people out there that have love and want to help each other, and they're decent. But we just get caught up in all the other stuff. I'm just keeping it vague, that's all. Because what's understood don't got to be said. And like I said, it's hard to remember that. It really is. And I'll tell you the other reason why I'm not really showing myself is I have such high anxiety about those kind of things. Like, that's one of the reasons why I don't shoot as many shorts as I wanted to. Because there's a comfort zone with it. Like I was telling somebody before, putting yourself out there is the hardest thing to do. The rewards are great, but we I think we tailor ourselves to expect the worst. Y'all just got to do you. I think the easiest way to do that is to spread it. Like whenever people help me, I always try to help others. I don't know if that makes any sense. I guess it's like that movie Pay It Forward or something, but I don't know. I grew up that way. Like, somebody did me a solid, then I do them a solid. Like, I used to be homeless. Like, I literally lived on the streets as a kid. So, I come a long way, and it was because of other people that helped me. So I didn't know how I could help people. I didn't know what I can do monetarily or whatnot. I still don't. So, I think it's with each person that you meet. I used to live on the streets. I don't live on them no more. And, being on the streets, you realize it is a hard world, but people helped me out, so it's not so bad. I mean, there's a lot more good in there. There's a lot more people that were willing to help me than the people that are willing to toss me. Everything's now fine. I hope everything's better for y'all. I hope it gets better for y'all. I mean, I still believe that, everybody's hearts are in the right place, but their heads need to catch up. I mean, we spend so much time fighting about how different we all are. Well, originally I was from Nevada. Well, no, that's a longer story. Originally, I was born in LA, I was raised in Chicago, I grew up in Las Vegas. Now I'm just traveling. Traveling, making videos. But, right now I'm just on a bit of a vacation, but I can't stop filming. What part of Ukraine you're in? And do not say Kiev. Everybody always says Kiev. But I'm like, that's a pretty big country. I know there's more than Kiev. Cool. But like I was telling somebody else, whenever you ask somebody like what country they're from and whatnot, or you ask them specifically what part of the country, they usually tell you the most popular place or the capitals or something. Like if someone's from France, they'll say, I'm from Paris, because they assume you don't know any other places. Or like they'll say, I'm from Bulgaria. What part? Sofia. And I'm like, not everybody's from Sofia. Yeah. And it's something that you shouldn't have to know. You really shouldn't have to know that. I don't think anybody should. But also, I've made it clear a bunch of times, I don't know what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to quote Jim Henson because I'm a Muppet fan. If just one person believes in you, then why can't it be two? Exactly. It's a shame that that had to happen for the unity to happen. That's the only thing that always bugged me about, humans in general, is that we only stop fighting to fight someone else or to fight something else. It's like, peace and understanding is just too hard to get. And everybody's got their hang-ups. Everybody's got their problems. I mean, everybody. But there is absolutely no reason why anybody should think that they're better than the other person. And sometimes you got to slap somebody upside the head in order for them to get that. And that's sad. But, like I said, there's a beacon of hope there. And with hope, things shall flourish. At least I hope so. Wow, that came out. It sounded good in my head. Sorry if that came out wrong. I suck at this. Anyways. Yeah. But that's one thing. Like, people always talk mess about the internet. And they're like, it's horrible. And you meet all these horrible people. And I'm like, well, you can meet all those people in regular life. But on the internet, I found some really cool people, like yourself. Found my other friend on here I'm talking about and talking to. There's always strength in unity. Because you know what the weird part is? There's way more decent people than there are horrible people, but the most horrible people happen to be the loudest. And the most decent people don't want to hurt, or they don't want to be hurt. So it goes both ways. But there's way more of us than them. And once we get past our differences, and we don't even have to get past them. Like, there's a lot of people in the world that, personally that I met that I don't like, but I respect them. I'm cool with them. If they need my help, I won't hesitate. Because just because I don't like you doesn't mean that I hate you. It's just like you might live next door to a person you can't stand. They might irritate you every day of the week. But if something happens to them, I would hope that you would reach out and try to help them out. And I would hope that they do the same for you. Okay, now I'm starting to sound like a preacher. I sound weird. Sorry about that. This is why I don't talk for long, because then I start getting on these weird tangents. like I said earlier, I'm exceedingly self-conscious about doing this, but I got 365. That's 1 year. That's a whole earth spinning. And I got subscribers from around the world. It's not many, but to me, they're more significant. But unfortunately, I have a downside to this. My phone is about to die. Yeah, I have Instagram. If you go on my page to the About section, it links you straight to my Instagram and it links you straight to my Twitch account. I'm never on Twitch. I'm starting to, but I'm mostly on YouTube. As I pray for you and yours. And another cool thing just happened on here. We got another 2 people from different parts of the world communicating right now. That's epic. That's why I do this. But yeah, my phone's about to die. So I better cut this out before it cuts out, because I don't want to be rude. Even though this is, like, this whole week has been like, I've been having top 10 broadcasts for myself. Like, I've talked to a lot of people about a lot of cool stuff, a lot of great stuff. What you're going through, that's not cool. But the fact that I get to talk to you, and the fact that you have such a good head on your shoulders, that's cool. Yeah, it'll run out of power. Then I'll have to stop the broadcast. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm always on here. I'm usually playing video games or something, but I'm always on here. And when I'm playing video games, I'll even turn on the bloody face cam. 10%. I didn't have much when I started, so I was only going to keep it at 30 minutes, but then a person that I talked to before came on here and we were chopping it up, and I was checking to see, making sure that he was doing good. And then you came on here, Cold Rap Star, so I had to speak to you as well and give you that same respect. Like I even said I was going to cut out, at 30 minutes. And then I was chopping it up with him. And then you came on, so I had to give you that same courtesy. Because none of y'all got to be on here. None of y'all got to hear me talk about anything. But the fact that y'all are, that means a lot. So that's why I got to get that courtesy. Got to warn you, though, about the Instagram. I'm barely ever on there. Like, if people message me, I respond to the messages, but I don't actually be on there, so I don't really post pictures and all that. Like, all of my posting goes directly through this YouTube thing, and it's always in shorts and whatnot. But I answer every comment, and I talk to everybody that talks to me. In fact, you have somebody that's sitting here right now that's proof of that. But anyways, I'm gonna cut out here right now because my phone's gonna die and I don't want it to cut the feed. That'd be rude. Yeah, send me a message sometime. And you have a good one, all right? Y'all have a good one. Seriously, have a good one. Praying for you out here.